Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Eala, Eva Lys fall to Gleason Martins duo, make first round exit in Wimbledon doubles. The duo of Eala of the Philippines and Eva Lys of Germany fell to the pair of American Quinn Gleason and Brazilian Ingrid Martins, 6-4, 6-2, in the first round of the Wimbledon women's doubles tournament on Thursday. After a tight first set, the duo of Eala and Lys got the first point, but Gleason and Martins took 5 straight games to nearly close the victory. Eala and Lys halted the run, but their opponents eventually closed the match. This wraps Eala's Wimbledon debut, as she also fell short against defending champion Barbara Krejcikova in the women's singles event last Tuesday. Despite falling short in the singles tourney, Eala said she couldn't have asked for a better debut. The late afternoon sun leaned gently over the green grass of the All-England Club. Wimbledon, the cathedral of tennis. For 19-year-old Filipino Eala, walking onto the grass courts was like stepping into the pages of a book she'd only read as a child. She adjusted her headband, the familiar nerves and energy swelling in her chest. Her partner, Eva Lys, the 22-year-old German dynamo, bounced on her toes, her expression calm but fierce. They were a young team, new to each other, new to this court, but not new to ambition. Across the net stood the experienced pair, Ina Shibara's former partner Quinn Gleason, now teamed up with the Brazilian veteran Luisa Stefani's compatriot, Ingrid Martins. Tall, seasoned, and dangerous. The kind of team that smelled nerves like sharks did blood. The match begins. The early games were tight. Eala, with her signature lefty topspin, tried to carve open the court. Lys unleashed her powerful ground strokes, especially down the line, where she caught Gleason off guard more than once. But doubles was a different dance. Gleason and Martins, crisp in coordination, moved like synchronized swimmers, poaching, lobbing, dipping volleys at the net with the kind of geometry that could only come from time and intuition. Alex missed a key backhand return at 4-4 in the first set, just wide. A breath of disbelief crossed her face. She nodded to herself, then to Eva. Next point, she mouthed. But momentum is a cruel guest. It rarely stays where it's not invited. They dropped the first set 6-4. Between the sets, in the changeover, Eala looked down at the grass. Wimbledon grass. It's funny, she thought. You dream of playing here. You tell yourself a surface is just a detail. But it's not. She felt the court. It was slick, soft, unforgiving to hesitation. She thought of the courts back home in Manila, hard and hot, with the bounce of concrete and the smell of tropical sun. Eva handed her a towel. We're in this. Just loosen up. Play free, she said with quiet intensity. Alex smiled. Let's go down swinging. The second set. They broke early. Eva smashed a return winner and let out a sharp jaw. The crowd, small but spirited, clapped. There was energy now. Flow. Eala started to slice more, forcing Martins to bend low. They went up 3-1. For a moment, the dream was alive. But doubles isn't won on highlights, it's won on habits. Gleason, the American, took over with clinical net play. Martins fed her like a point guard feeds a forward in rhythm. Volley. Drop shot. Overhead. Break back. 3-3. It slipped. Slowly. Quietly. Like sand from a cupped hand. The final game. At 4-5, serving to stay in the match, Eva opened with a double fault. The wind nudged her toss, and she overcompensated. Eala gave her a thumbs up. We got this. The next point, Gleason intercepted a cross-court return and angled a volley so sharp, it clipped the line like a signature. 30-40. Match point. Martins served. A kick out wide. Eala stretched and just barely made contact. The return floated. Gleason didn't hesitate. She smashed it into the open court. Game, set, match. Gleason and Martins, 6-4, 6-4. After the match, they shook hands. Smiles were tight, professional, polite. Back in the locker room, Alex sat quietly for a while. The quiet after a match was its own kind of noise. Echoes of points, what-ifs, adrenaline slowly draining. Eva broke the silence. We weren't outplayed. We just got out-executed. Alex nodded. We'll get better. It wasn't a consolation. It was a promise. Reflections, a letter to the grass. That night, in her notebook, Alex wrote, Dear Grass, you felt foreign under my feet. You made my shot skid, my movements uncertain. But you also made me dream again. Today we lost, but I felt part of something ancient, something sacred. I'll return, with better movement, a sharper serve, and the same fire. Thank you for the lesson. See you soon. She closed the notebook. Wimbledon was not a defeat. It was an invitation. A door just slightly ajar. Meanwhile, the tournament moves on. The Gleason Martins duo advanced. Experienced, composed, and dangerous. They had their eyes on the second week, and maybe more. But the story wasn't theirs alone. For Eala and Lys, the chapter was short, but not insignificant. Sometimes, the first step isn't meant to win the race. It's meant to teach you how to run on a new road. Coda, the beginning of something. Weeks later, in another tournament, Alex, Eala, and Eva Lys would find themselves teaming up again. The chemistry stronger, the trust deeper, the losses just notes in the margins of a much bigger story. Wimbledon had ended, but the season hadn't, nor had their journey. As Billie Jean King once said, pressure is a privilege. Alex knew that now. So did Eva. And somewhere, in a quiet corner of the All England Club, grass regrew, ready for the next dreamers.